Marco and the gang are back in the third installment of the always hectic and always awesome Metal Slug series, released to the neo-geo in 2000.
Okay.
And as the developers SNK knew that they were on their way to bankruptcy, they just had to go balls out for what could have potentially been their last Metal Slug game. Lucky for us run-and-gun fans, it wasn't, as SNK was later reborn as SNK Playmore, and was able to port Metal Slug 3 to consoles, and right now you're watching the Xbox version. And be careful, it just might melt your face off. Metal Slug 3 builds on the traditional, ridiculously crazy, action-packed formula and gameplay mechanics of the other games, with the most notable addition being the option to choose different paths throughout the levels. They'll all lead to the same boss, but will take you through a variety of different situations, and definitely add a great deal of replay value if you choose to play through the stages again. Or in this case, if you're forced to. Unlike the home version of Metal Slug X, continuing in this port sends you back to the beginning of the level. Of course, that can be frustrating, but at the same time, it just makes everything that much more intense, and the game's fun enough to warrant multiple attempts to survive the mind-blowing frenzy of bullets. But at least after you beat a stage, your progress is saved so that you can start from it again at any time. As far as other new additions go, there aren't really any new weapons at your disposal, except for a lot of new vehicles, including submarines, elephants, and jetpacks. And there's a new character transformation too, that isn't so debilitating like the mummy one prior to this game. If you happen to get puked on by a zombie, you'll become one as well, and you'll be immune to bullets and be able to execute a devastating blood puke attack. More games definitely need blood puke attacks. The console versions also let you play two new modes after beating the arcade missions: Storm the UFO Mothership, where you control an enemy soldier, and the two-player food collecting competition Fat Island. Sadly, as big of a Metal Slug fan that I am, the last boss of this game is still way too brutal for me to beat, and I haven't been able to play these modes firsthand. But from what I've seen, they look pretty fun, and are definitely a nice bonus for anyone hardcore enough to unlock them.
Okay. Laser gun.
Now, it might be because this happens to be the Metal Slug that I've spent the most time with, but I'd say Metal Slug 3 is probably my favorite of the series. The branching level design is great fun to play through, the style is rich with humor and character, and the gameplay is totally intense, but still approachable. Metal Slug fans probably already know what's up with this epic installment in the series, but any newcomers would do well to start here, either as part of the Metal Slug anthology, or as a cheap download from Xbox Live. Yeah, just don't forget to blink every once in a while.